my fellow adventurers. Welcome back to Living the Grand Adventure. Finally, back on the trail, guys. It's been about a 4-month hiatus due to all the complications of the world. But we're out here today just doing a little day hike, a little bit of conditioning. Looking at, was it about 5.5 miles?
Yeah.
So, kind of close to home, about 30 minutes south of where we live. And we decided to come out and hit one of the local Metroparks.
Just 5 miles. Sorry.
5 miles? Okay. But yeah, just kind of looking to do a little bit of conditioning, getting ready for the summer. The state of Ohio is kind of finally opening back up a little bit, and time to come out of quarantine. First time we've really been out in, well, me about 7-8 weeks. Ginny about the same. We've been kind of staying at home. If we had to have groceries, we had it picked up at the kind of curbside idea from either Kroger or Walmart. We're down here. It's the Taylorsville Metropark. It's near Dayton. Most of the Metroparks in this area are. And like I said, it's about 30 minutes from where we live. So nice day to get out. Very, very, very sunny. Cooler temperatures. It's actually in the mid 50s, but with the sun out, it feels really nice. So we're quite happy to have that going on and just able to get out. Today it is me and Ginny. We're, like I said, doing a little bit of conditioning. It's actually our anniversary weekend. Today is the 8th? May 8th? No, May 9th. And our anniversary is May 7th, which was Thursday, so today's a Saturday. So we're out seeing the sights and just enjoying being out in God's green earth, guys. Yeah, guys, it's definitely nice to be back outside. It's been a long, hard, cold winter. And kind of cooped up during the spring. As it's gotten prettier, has kind of really been rough. You know, everybody's going through the same situation. This is the first time Ginny's been out since, I believe it was August, when we went to Lake Vesuvius and did the day hike there, 8.5 miles. So she's tickled to be out and about. She hasn't really even gone to the store at all. Today was actually the first day she'd been in our local Kroger since March 18th.
I think so.
And like I said, today is May 9th. So definitely been locked up in the house, cooped up. She's actually only been physically to work in her office, what, 4 days since then?
Something like that.
4 to 5 days. So yeah, you know, same situation everyone's in. Everybody's been cooped up thanks to the craziness. But it's definitely nice to be back out. Definitely a nice earlier spring day. Flowers coming out, starting to look pretty on the trail. Everything's getting green. And like I said, cooler temperatures though. We were kind of hoping it would be in the 70s, maybe even the mid 60s today. But I think we're going to top out at about 54. So yeah, Ginny has her poofy jacket on. I've got a underlayer shirt here. And you know, I'm comfortable. The wind comes in, it does get a hair bit chilly, but I'd rather be a little bit cooler than sweating. Now, like I said, we're not camping tonight though, so just a day hike. Looking to do this hopefully about 3 hours. We're going to kind of take our time, see the sights. We do have a lunch we're going to pull out and eat. Yeah, we're hoping to maybe get about 2.5 miles in, sit down and eat us a lunch, relax a few minutes, hop back up and finish this up. And then we are actually home alone tonight till probably about 11-12 o'clock. All the kids finally are having a little bit of plans. Basically, they're actually going over to my daughter's boyfriend's house to play some board games and relax over there.
With his parents. With
his parents, yes, of course. And they're going to have a little bit of fun over there. And it does give me and Ginny a few hours alone. And then we're going to cook us a nice dinner tonight. Might do, I don't know what we're going to do. Just something nice. We haven't really decided. It's been kind of up in the air what we were doing this weekend. Just wanting to relax and enjoy being married 21 years. So, and it's been cool. Definitely a well-worn trail. Not too difficult. Just enough to get the blood pumping again finally. Definitely nice to see the sun coming out, guys. It's overgrown on the sides, but like I said, the trail is definitely well worn. Nothing you're going to miss. It's a blow down here, but yeah, it's cleared off the trail, so no big deal. Sky's blue with some white cirrus clouds, guys. Really pretty spring day. So nice to see green and the plants coming out. Trees are starting to come out now. Oh wow, look at this opening here. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
And the sky is so blue.
Yeah, blue sky. We're at about 3/4 of a mile now. Been banging it out. 3/4 of a mile in about 25 minutes isn't bad, considering we haven't been out for a while. The trail is actually quite flat and quite easy for the most part. We've had a couple of up and downs, but it's not doing too bad. Nice little conditioning trail to get back out and start getting back into shape, and looking to do some backpacking very shortly. We are taking our time. Like I said, it has been about 8 months since Jenny's been on trail, and she just wanted to come out and enjoy it. So I'm not going to push her pace. I'm just following her pace, and that's perfectly fine, because you know, I do a lot more of this than she does. And what she does is important. We've all had that conversation already, so we're doing good. We're having fun. That's the main thing right now. Just trying to enjoy a nice, beautiful spring Saturday here. Here are people up there. I think there's a parking lot right up there actually as well. Not our parking lot though. We still got a ways to go on the trail. Do see a nice shelter here, I guess, where you could come in and do a cookout and such. Just kind of come up on this. That's pretty nice. Looks like there's a fire pit in there too. Might walk through it and take a look real quick. Huh? Yeah, that's what I just said before. I just walk through and take a look at it. So this is kind of cool. I believe there's a parking lot right up here. Oh, and the shelter is actually open. That's kind of neat. They've had a lot of this stuff shut down. Guess they decided to open it back up. Some picnic tables, an actual working fireplace here. Nice size grill. Kind of nice. We haven't been to this Metropark before, so it's kind of nice to see what it looks like down in here. 2 working fireplaces. This would be kind of cool to come down, I mean, even in October or November, because you could light one of those fireplaces with some wood, and this whole place would be warm. Oh, little birdie, cool.
I think it's trying to get up there.
There he goes. It's a finch. I don't know if it's showing up too well on the camera, but yeah, it's up there. It's kind of cool. This is nice. I like this little place. You see that big grill over here? Big charcoal grill?
I saw that. I like the little fireplace.
And I believe our trail is going to go on out that direction.
I'm enjoying the cool breeze that's in here.
Yeah, it's
good.
Feels nice in here. This is cool. I like this. Kind of cool. You always come up on something on trail, guys. And like I said, just being out today, it's so nice. I hope you guys can get out on trail, or at least get out and get some air and get some exercise. Start feeling better about your life and situation. I know a lot of people are down about what's been going on, but as long as we stick together, I think we'll be fine making it through it the rest of the way, and things are getting better. Yeah, we're on yellow trail going towards orange. And so you can take a look, here's the map. Since I've got it right here. We started right here. Did this connector trail to 0.8. 0.7 was just a minute. And now we're at 0.1, which is where this shelter's at. And there's a parking lot right here, like I said. We're going to take up to point 2, go up to 3, follow orange way up here to this overlook, and then come back down Riverside and head out. And like I said, altogether it's going to be roughly 5.2 miles is what we kind of guesstimated here recently. So not a lot of miles today, but plenty enough, like I said, since Ginny hasn't been out, and I haven't been out a lot either. So it's going to be nice to get out here and just knock these miles out, feel good. But I think we're going to get back on trail. Ginny took her a little 5-minute water break, and now we're ready to roll, guys. So we come up on a nice rock outcropping here, a nice rock face. It's kind of neat to see here on trail, just at a little Metropark. It's really kind of cool. We'll get down here and take a really good look at it here in just a second, but I kind of just wanted to show you how it looked coming into it. So guys, this is the rock outcropping. I'm kind of crawling up into it a little bit. Kind of nice. Ginny's kind of hanging back over here on the side.
Yeah, because it doesn't go all the way through, does it?
Roughly. Yeah, you probably don't want to come up in here because there's a lot of rocks. I'm just kind of exploring though. Yeah, it's kind of neat. Kind of down in here a little bit. Looks like it continues out that way. I think I'm gonna go back and go on the other side so we can get a good look at it from a distance. But I just thought I'd come down in here and take a look. It's a little wet. May actually kind of get some runoff from up here when it's wetter. Looks like right maybe in there. Yeah, probably a mini waterfall somewhat. Probably wouldn't be nothing spectacular. It's probably just road runoff because the road's right up there, but come back out this way and we'll go take a look at it. But yeah, that's what we're kind of looking at. And I'd say the road is actually directly up there, maybe 5-10 feet off that. If you can hear the cars. Yeah, you wouldn't want to go over on them rocks. It was little crazy. Some of them were a little shaky, so yeah, I could have, but I thought it just oh no, it is blocked up, so you couldn't come out over here. Oh no, I think it comes back behind these big boulders here and comes out.
And this is...
Yeah, this is part of it.
Definitely watch out if you're not going to get through here.
Yeah, see, it comes out right here, Jen. But the rocks were a little wobbly, and I got better vantage point from where we come through there.
I try not to film it.
Say people climb up there to get a better look. I'm not doing that today because I have a pretty good view right here. Some nice rocks there. Kind of cool. Wasn't expecting to see some sights like that, but that's nice. That's cool. I'm digging it for a Metropark. About 1.25 miles in. Coming up on a bridge. We've got the GoPro on and we've got a lot of tree cover. There is actually flying up above us some eagles. I've seen a couple of them. They kind of flew off into the distance. It's not great area to be trying to catch an eagle on a GoPro. And I didn't have a chance to whip my phone out and try to get it with that. But it's kind of neat to actually see a couple eagles here, guys. And got this nifty little bridge right here. Some stone steps they've put in or carved out, one of the two. And then a little bridge. No water running. May actually see some water maybe in April or March. But Ginny's coming along. She's kind of looking for the eagles and stuff. Really pretty day though, guys. Was there?
Yeah. And then the one big, I guess it was the eagle at the end that flew across just a minute ago. That's so pretty. here in Ohio, we do something that's called Ohio Paints Rocks. And as we were walking through the trail, we found this green little rock here. So on one side it looks like a cat. And then when I turn it over to the other side, I can't tell if that's a house or another little cat. So, but ultimately what you do when you find one of these painted rocks is you take pictures of it and go to the Ohio Paints Rocks Facebook page and post the pictures telling people you found it. On some rocks you'll actually have a name or information on it so you can tell who it belonged to, and then they can track where the rock's been. So basically what we do now is we take this rock to a different place and we re-hide it so it gets to continue its journey to the next person. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, kind of neat little thing. I didn't know about it, and Jenny did. I believe I actually found one of those at Germantown and didn't know what it was. We come down a flight of stairs here, and she decided she wanted to tell her story right beside this little creek, which is kind of nice. And guys, if you could tell, right up there, someone done one of those little rock structures. I believe they're called a cairn or something along that line. And someone stacked some rocks right up there. It's kind of neat to see on trail. Yeah, the trail kind of opened up back there. Rather nice. Wide open trail now. Definitely nice for a first hike of the... Can't say the first hike of the year because I did have my birthday trip, but first hike of the spring season. Not having to worry about a lot of overgrowth and stuff tugging at your legs and such. So it's kind of cool. Got to go home and get the new clothes, the new packing stuff ready for hiking. Get our get everything sprayed down with the tick spray and everything, so we don't have to worry about ticks this summer. I'd actually almost forgotten to do that, and then I remembered a couple of nights ago I was watching a YouTuber on online, and he had mentioned having to spray down with the permethrin and such. He called it I'm not really sure how he pronounced it differently, so I could be saying it wrong, or he could have said it wrong, or there just may be multiple pronunciations, such as aluminum or aluminium is what they say. Aluminium. They say that over across the pond, guys. I actually like aluminium. It has a much nicer sound to it. But we say aluminum here in the United States, so it could just be a difference of pronunciation. I'm not sure. We say permethrin around here, and he said pimerithin, something along that line. So if you guys know if I'm saying it wrong or if there are multiple pronunciations, let me know, guys. I'm not sure. But anyway, that's what we use for ticks, and I definitely need to hit down my new equipment. Like I said, I had forgotten and watched that video and remembered, oh, I haven't done that yet. We actually have last year we bought a very large canister of it, and I've still got probably enough to do what I need to do. In worst case scenario, you can pick up another one. It's like, I think about $15 at Walmart, $12-15. It's not too bad, and you know, in order to prevent ticks, which are not fun in themselves, but also Lyme disease carried by ticks, it's worth it. So if you guys get out in the backcountry, make sure you hit your clothes up with that, and you can always carry the 100% DEET. We use that. Basically, one tiny spray does almost your entire body, unless you're at Zaleski and then it doesn't work.
Yeah, Zaleski's got massive mosquitoes. They've
got radioactive mosquitoes or something. It's like Spider-Man up in there. I don't know. Yeah, the 100% DEET did not do anything. We even sprayed it while we were walking through the one area.
That's the first time I've ever said that I may actually want a bug net for, one of the hats.
Yeah, that was my next suggestion, actually. A hat bug net would come in real handy, especially with like the black gnats and stuff that you can get in your eyes. I've seriously debated getting one of those. An extra 2 ounces would not hurt my pack at all. And I know there were a number of times, especially like at Red River Gorge, when we were down next to the water, some of the creeks there, and also like Lake Vesuvius was real bad with those gnats, and they get into your eyes when you're walking, where you're sweating, and that really stinks, especially with contacts, guys. But I haven't purchased one of those yet. You can get a cheap one. I looked at them, they were like $9 on Amazon, so it's not extremely expensive. Of course, they also have like the really nice ones that are like $50, but for a bug net that I'm probably won't wear often, only like in the deepest summer when it's really bad around the lake, I don't see spending $50 on something.
It opened up really pretty here too.
Yeah, you do get some nice areas where it does open up, like Jenny was saying just now. Trail's right over there. Of course, the road's still up there. This trail actually runs along this road for the most part, going north. And you'll see when we start heading south, there's a river that will actually be beside it. It's the Miami River here in Ohio.
Hey guys, yes, let me go ahead and say I'm probably not appropriately dressed for trail hiking today. However, I wanted to be comfortable because I knew I would not be able to breathe. So, ignore the jeans and stuff, but if we actually do a trail hike where we're going to be out for a couple of days, I will go and get my actual trail gear back out. But since this was just a day hike, I wanted to be comfortable, so that's what I did.
Yeah, kind of makes sense. I used to hike in jeans years ago. I like my hiking pants I've got on now, so I had already had them pulled out because I actually had a trip planned back during Alex's spring break. We were supposed to go out and do a 4-night trip, and literally that would have been Monday the 21st or something like that. But anyway, basically quarantine come in the 19th of March here in Ohio, and couldn't get out, couldn't do it. And I mean, I even still have my food bag packed in the fridge, so it really stinks. And we were set up, we were going to go, where had we talked about going?
Wildcat?
No. Oh yeah, no, that's what we were going, yeah, basically Wildcat. But what we were going to do, we were going to go to what is it, Burr Oak Lake, and we were going to hike around it 2 nights. I think we were going to be there 3 nights, because it's like a 28-mile loop from where we were going to park, because we were going to actually park in the Wildcat parking lot and then hike down and go around the lake for 3 nights. And then we were going to come up and stay 1 night at Wildcat Hollow, probably just towards the entrance, maybe like one of the pine areas, maybe about a mile in. And that was our itinerary for spring break. And it was going to be a Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, and unfortunately that got canceled. And I had actually had 2 more trips planned since then that, of course, all of those got canceled because of the pandemic. So definitely looking forward to that first overnight backpacking trip since January. We came around the bend here, come across a little bench. We're at 3.2 miles for the day, so we're just going to go ahead and stop, have a little snack. It was supposed to be our lunch, but we got started a little bit later, and we weren't really stressed as far as getting out today so much, and we knew we had all day long, so we got a little snack packed with us. You've seen it on the channel before. We went and camped Burr Oak and hiked Wildcat. That day we had the buffalo chicken mix, little shredded chicken, not sour cream, but cream cheese, buffalo sauce, and ranch, right? Yeah, that's what it's made of. We've got some of that. We're going to use some celery just to kind of dip in it, have a little quick snack.
Ranch, the canned chicken, and cream cheese.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yep.
Yeah, I got everything. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and eat that. I've got some electrolytes I'm going to fill up on. Jenny wants some. She can have some of those. get set up. Like I said, 3.2 miles. We got 2 miles to go. Should be able to knock that out in about an hour, hour and a half, give or take. You know, stopping and taking a little bit of video and just taking some pictures. So we'll see how that goes. There's supposed to be an overlook. This very well could be it, but it's overgrown right now. If we happen to come across another one, we'll see. But I believe, looking at the map, this is where it's supposed to be. So I guess this is the Grand Overlook. Yeah, I mean, we're right where it shows on the map for the Taylorsville Metropark that this is supposed to be an overlook. Now, of course, if this was all cut down, you might be able to see more. I'm going to try to get up here maybe against this tree and raise the GoPro up and see if you guys can see anything decent. See what it's recording. But anyway, I'm not worried about it. We're out here in the sun a little bit. It's not windy. It's nice and warm. Feeling really good. After not being out for 4 months, I actually expected to feel a little bit worse by the time I got through 3 miles. And I'm literally only 4 pounds off my base weight at the most for my summer hiking this year. So I feel really good. Jenny's handling it pretty decent for not being out for about 6-8 months. Said she's feeling pretty decent. We're gonna, like I said, stop, eat, kind of relax a little bit, fill up on some food, and then we're gonna get back on the trail, knock this 2 miles out, and get out of here, guys. So guys, yeah, we just finished up a spot of late lunch, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it is 6:30. I won't call it lunch, it's more like a snack because we only sit down for about 15 minutes. Now we're heading out. We have roughly 1.75 miles or so to go, and we'll be out of here. It's 6:40. They technically shut down the park at 8 o'clock, so kind of going to have to move it just a little bit to make sure we get out of here. We shouldn't have any problem doing it in an hour and 20 minutes though. And this side coming south, especially once we get down next to the river, should actually be a lot easier as far as ups and downs and this and that. It's kind of neat opening up. See a train out in the distance there going by. Yeah, they looks like they just come through and drug that. So, set of stairs coming down. Bear down and up. So we're down here on the flat. I think we're coming up on the river. It'll be over to our right here in just a second. It's mainly just farmland over there that they've drug. I guess that's farmland or something.
It looks like a field, yeah.
And yeah, the trail's wide open. It's still really pretty here in the evening. Like I said, it's coming up on 7 o'clock. Plenty of time for us to get out of here before everything shuts down for the night. And we're definitely having fun, enjoying the weather, enjoying the sights. It's still nice and warm out.
Probably didn't need my jacket.
Jenny said she probably didn't need her jacket. I don't know if Mike picked it up or not, but yeah. I didn't really need this undershirt, but the breeze comes in starting right now where it is starting to kind of get a little bit later in the day. It probably would have chilled me some, so I'm not really complaining having it. We crossed, what's this, about the 4th creek?
Something.
If you call it a creek, I mean, you know, whatever. Little runoff water there. It's the 4th one we crossed, I believe.
That one's probably
Yeah. Yeah, straight trail right down through there, guys. Look at that. Oh, get my tracking poles out of the shot. Just straight down through there. That's really kind of neat. Flat trail walking, guys. I think we've done most of our elevation today. I think there's a, what'd you say, 100-foot little span when we get a little bit further south, but other than that, for the most part, we should be like this the rest of the way out.
Yeah.
So kind of neat. Forest is definitely pretty. Now come August, all this will be overgrown. You won't be able to see that far down that what direction.
Well, the total elevation today change was supposed to be 449 feet.
449 elevation. Yeah, okay, I got you. We'll take a look at all trails and see. That's probably about what we will have done. And of course, we'll get that distance. Should be roughly five miles. But definitely having fun today, guys. Loving it. So happy to be back out. Living our grand adventure, guys.
Oh, I see water.
Yeah, it looks like we got the river coming up here to the right. Just about a 1/10 of a mile from where we're at. Come down a little ways off the trail, guys. Down here is the Miami River. This is the kind of where the trail kind of meets it. If you notice, trail's right up there. Actually, don't see Ginny. She's actually back behind some of those trees, but it's just right up here, so I'm not that far off. I wanted to come down here and get a decent look at the river here, guys. It's pretty nice. Got the reflections over here of the sun. And this is the floodplain that you come down into beside it. Yeah, there's Ginny right up there. So that's where the trail's at. I don't know if you can see her too well, but so we came back out from that direction and we're heading south. Keeping the sun to our right, guys. Out west. So I'm back up on trail now with Ginny. I walked back up here. Was right down there taking that video for you guys so you could see this is where the trail kind of meets the river. We should be following this a good ways, probably about a mile, and then we'll circle back around to that yellow trail, and it actually comes back down next to the river a little bit. I don't know what the views are going to be like. I know All Trails does show the river pretty much right beside it, but then of course the trails back off and you get the overgrowth like this, so we may not be able to see a lot of it right now, and everything's starting to overgrow, so you don't get as much of the view that you would like, but the weather's really nice.
And it's still pretty.
Yeah, like Jay said, it's still pretty. So like I said, just so nice to be out. It's been very, very confining, guys. You know, we all like being out here doing the hiking, and it hasn't really been good for anybody's health, mental or physical, being cooped up in the house. I've actually noticed a few things with my health where, you know, it's been 4 months I've been out. And of course, prior to that, where I did become a grandfather and I was kind of cooped up a little bit there, kind of perfect storm where I wasn't able to get out as much as I had hoped. Yeah, so since the last time I was out for my birthday, you know, I told you in that video I became a grandfather. Well, one of my other kids had a kid. So I'm a two-time grandfather now. Notice the gray in the beard, guys. It happens. Anyway, her name is Ellie Marie.
Yes.
Really pretty baby. She was born back in March.
March 23rd.
Yeah, March 23rd, just after the quarantine. So unfortunately, we weren't able to be there for when she was born. And in fact, they actually only live like 15 minutes away, and it took us almost 3 weeks. No, it was almost a month before we got to see her. She was a month old. Yeah, because they had took her to a month-old doctor visit, which the hospital they take her to is just down the block from where we live. And they wouldn't have stopped by, but they ended up having a little bit of car trouble. Water pump went out in their car. Well, we were convenient to stop at, and we helped them out, and they got that car running, so they're in good shape now. You know, things happen. And you know, we actually got to see her then very unexpectedly. We were still under quarantine, you know, trying to keep self-isolated, and nobody had been sick or anything. We just didn't want to get anybody sick. But they've been by a few times. We babysat now, so it's been awesome getting to know the new granddaughter and having both of them. That's been fun. Wow, look at this. This is pretty, guys.
It come right down on the water.
Yes, it does. I can get way down there. So, guys, we're going to come across this little creek here. We're going to go get a nice...
I'll finish telling you the story later.
Go get a nice view of the river. Look at this. We're going to be right down here on it, guys. I love this. Now, see that? Now, when they talk about, yeah, you're going to walk behind a river, or you're going to walk beside a lake. This is what I'm talking about, guys. I mean, if I can get down here to the water, yeah, you can fish, and you know, we can definitely get down here and filter water. That would be awesome. Look at this. Yeah, now that's what I'm talking about. Really so glad we got to come out here today. So pretty out. Hope you guys can find an adventure shortly for yourself and get out and experience some of the stuff that we're getting to experience. Man, it feels just so good in the heart and the lungs. You know, I really needed to get out and recharge my batteries some and just get away from everything and just kind of, you know, rejuvenate. I mean, I guess that's the word, you know, some catharsis. Been a rough time here, guys. I mean, everybody's gone through it. And I hope everybody gets to experience just being able to do whatever they like to do and get out and feel better about life. Wow. So pretty. Jenny's definitely enjoying being out. She's got her phone out, taking tons of pictures. Told you guys she likes her photography. She didn't bring her big camera today, unfortunately, but we do have...
I'm afraid it might be too heavy to start out with.
Yeah, but she does have her Galaxy Note 9, which takes pretty awesome pictures for a camera, for a phone. So it's really nice to have something that compact now. Used to be we'd hike and I'd be carrying a DVD camcorder or a DVR camcorder that was like a pound heavy or 2 pounds, and Jenny'd be carrying she'd have her nice camera that's what is that, a Nikon I got you?
I think so.
Yeah, it's a nice size Nikon that takes awesome pictures but no video. That's really, what's that?
It weighs a lot.
Yeah, well, she's got like a big telephoto lens and a macro lens, and I think there's like 3 or 4 lenses with it and like 10 filters and
It weighs anywhere between 5 to 8 pounds when I load the backpack and carry it.
So 5 to 8 pounds for that. So yeah, I mean, that you're talking, that's basically almost my base weight. Yeah, it's definitely something that we invested in because I've mentioned in other videos she's taken photography classes and really enjoys her photography. Consequently, she stopped again. But it was definitely an investment that was worth it because if it's something she likes, let her invest in it, let her be happy, kind of like she's done with my my hiking equipment. I love to go out backpacking, and she's constantly saying, get this. If I see a new piece of gear that I want to try out, yeah, get it, it'd be awesome, show it on the channel, enjoy yourself. Okay. Which is how I end up with a lot of the stuff I've had here lately, the new stuff I'll be showing you. And we are starting to get a little pressed for time. If you notice, the sun is getting a little lower in the sky. And they do supposedly close the Metropark after 8 o'clock, but I'm sure if we're in here till about 10 after 8, I hope they won't say nothing. I wouldn't think anybody would say anything about that, so. Wow, this is awesome. And this reminds me kind of hiking down next to Vesuvius, only it's a river versus a lake. Because you do kind of get this close towards the, what would that be, the east side of it? Yeah, the east side of the lake, I believe. We're at 4.3 miles, and we're back to the rock cropping. This little section of trail we will, have done already. It's a connector trail between that yellow trail that's in the south part and the orange trail that we just finished up, which was the north part that went up to where we had lunch and then come down by the river. So, slowly making it. This is what it kind of looks like with the sun slowly creeping down in the sky, guys. It is 7:25, so definitely getting time to get out of the woods here. Should be able to make it pretty quickly though. Like I said, we only have maybe 3/4 of a mile from here. She'll knock that out in 25-30 minutes max, and that's taking our time looking at the sights. So should you get out of here just about 8 o'clock, which would be awesome. Still a real pretty day. Temperatures have not dipped at all. The wind has died down. Last time I looked, it's 52 degrees. So still really comfortable. Now, of course, once it gets dark, it'll cool off. They're expecting record low temperatures around here. Low 30s, upper 20s tonight. Well, we made it back up to this shelter that I showed you earlier that has the 2 fire pits. The yellow trail actually breaks off this direction, and it's a section we haven't done that would go down next to the river. That last incline that we come up, it was about 200 feet, and Ginny felt a little twinge in her back. She actually pulled a muscle about a week ago. Picking up rain. Yeah, well, she was picking up our oldest granddaughter, who weighs probably 15 to 18 pounds now, and she just kind of tweaked that muscle in her back, and it wasn't too bad. It wasn't like, it was a injury that she'd have to go to the hospital for, but it was enough that it hurt. And we were at last incline we come up just now, it was about 250 feet, 200 feet, something like that, and she felt it twinge again. I told her to err on the side of caution. We would just go back this direction, because if we'd went out this way, it does dip back down next to that river, and then we have another like 200-foot incline. This direction that we came in doesn't have that. There's like a 50, and it's not steep. So I'm gonna take her back out this way, because like I told her, I said, first hike of the year for her, I really don't want her tweaking her back or something like that and not be able to hike for 3 months. So we're err side of caution. Got to listen to your body when you're on trail, especially when you haven't been on trail for a while and you haven't been quite as active as we used to be. You got to listen to your body. It's better safe than sorry. Like I said, I don't want her suffering an injury, and then next thing you know, she can't hike the whole year, because she's already looking at different things that she's wanting to get and do as far as when she actually can get back out and actually do a couple overnighters or something like that, or a couple, 2 nights, 3 nights, whatever we end up doing. We have roughly about 6/10 to 7/10 of a mile to get out of here. She's going to sit down for about another 2-3 minutes, and then we're just going to get it done, get out of here, and go get us some dinner.
Well, my fellow adventurers, we finished up that trail, and we made it home tonight. We did go ahead and cook our anniversary meal like we had discussed. I took a shower, and I went to upload our video, the content that we had recorded at the Taylorsville Metropark where we did the hike today. And unfortunately, looking at it, our last 2 clips, the last 2 files on the SD card were corrupted, so we didn't get the end of the hike that we actually intended to show you. But I'm here right now. I'm gonna go ahead and give you kind of a little conclusion to it, slap up the mileage and stuff on the screen. This is what we did. And anyway, guys, let you know, we did really enjoy that trail down there, the yellow and orange trail at the Metropark. And I would suggest going down as especially if you just have a day to go do a hike, something like that. And if you're in the area, definitely go check it out. It's fun, it's nice, it does have some really pretty scenery with that river and some of those rock formations we saw on the other side going north. Jenny loved it. She handled it really well. Once we got to the car, she was able to work out the kink in her back, and by the time we were home, she was feeling good. So guys, definitely, if you liked the video, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe on our channel here. Go check out the other videos we have. We have tons of other content, and we're going to start having more content coming out now that we're able to get out and do some more hikes for you guys and for ourselves, of course. Definitely appreciate the support. If you comment, I'll definitely reply. So far, I've been able to reply to all the comments that have been on my videos, so I'm hoping to be able to continue to do that in the future. Just may take me a few days, depending on how things go. Also, I do have an Instagram account and a Facebook account. Check those out. It keeps you up to date on what we're doing as far as trips and where we're at on the trail, particularly that particular week, because it's always freshly updated. And guys, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Always remember to live your grand adventure to the fullest. We'll see you on the trail, guys.